And welcome back to Rob at NovatoComputerRepair.com. I'm going to give you another tutorial today. This one, once again, as many of my tutorials relate to Firefox and the better use of Firefox. Many of you who are new to Firefox and who used to use Internet Explorer or some other browser probably are familiar with bookmarks as what used to be called, or are still called, favorites on Internet Explorer. As most of you who watch my tutorials know, I strongly recommend you do not use Internet Explorer. It is very dangerous, it is overly complex, and is fraught with problems, and the free open source code browser Mozilla Firefox is far safer, far faster, and far more customizable with many cool features that you just don't get with Internet Explorer. A bookmark is simply a shortcut to get back to a website which you normally visit. Up here, the way I have the browser customized, as in an earlier tutorial, here are your bookmarks. I have, for instance, here's one of my favorite websites, and I'll click on it. It's called RefDesk. RefDesk is it's a good starting place for anything you need on the internet, and I could make a whole tutorial, and I will, just about RefDesk. But as you see here in the address bar, here's the address refdesk.com. Here's another bookmark, Yahoo. It's just a shortcut to get back to a website. Let's say we want to organize a lot of bookmarks. If you have hundreds of bookmarks and many interests, pretty soon if you just go bookmark this page, you're just going to have a long scrolling list down here. And as soon as you get by about 10 or 20 bookmarks, it's going to become awkward. If you have a long list that just scrolls on forever, you'll never be able to find anything again. So what we're going to do is make some sense out of this bookmarking. This is called, on Firefox, right here is called your Bookmarks toolbar. It is usually showing, if you go View, Toolbars, right here is the Bookmarks toolbar. If I uncheck that, it vanishes. And it might be on or off by default. I usually leave it on, the Bookmarks toolbar. Here's my most visited sites. Here's a getting started site they give you, which is not a bad place to learn some tricks about Firefox. But I want to start organizing my bookmarks right now. I'm going to put my mouse pointer here on the Bookmarks toolbar and right click. Right click with your mouse. Then left click on New Folder. I'm going to call this Recipes. Who doesn't want to keep recipes that they find on the internet, okay? So I'm going to go Add. Now, there is a folder called Recipes. Alright, let's go over here to my Google bar, and I will go tacos. Who doesn't like tacos? Okay. Tacos at allrecipes.com. Let's go here. A Firehouse Machaca Taco. Okay, we'll click on there. Now, if I want to bookmark this, if this is a favorite of mine that I want to come back to, there's several ways that I can do this. I will show you the easy way. You simply, this is your tab. As you can see here, we can open multiple tabs. You can go back and forth between them. You could order, for instance, open a different web page in this tab. But that's a subject of another tutorial. This is the tab that you're presently on. If I put my mouse pointer there, hold the left mouse button down, and simply drag it into that folder and then release the mouse button, bingo, there it is. So now when you click this, there it is. You can drag many other things. Let's go slow cooker Mexican here, why not? Okay, that's not what I thought it was. Pork for tamales. Alright, we want to add that. We'll drag that in there too. Now we have 2 recipes in our recipes folder, and so on. Now, if we wanted to add subfolders, we could right click down here in the middle of the already growing list and go New Folder. We could call this vegan recipes. if you're into that. Add. Now, as you can see, there is a new folder for vegan recipes. We'll do a little searching here. Easy vegan recipes. That sounds good. Veg web. Raspberry star bars. Oh, that looks pretty good. Okay, now we can just grab this. We can drag it in here and then drag it down and drop it into the vegan recipes. We can rearrange, we can put vegan recipes by dragging it, once again, dragging it with your mouse. You put the mouse pointer on it, hold down the mouse button and simply drag it and then release the mouse button when you have it where you want it. As you can see, we could have any number of subfolders here. We can add more. We could add a folder for, say, gardening, or travel, or camping, or photography, or whatever interests you have. And this way, as you can see, we're going to start building a list across here of your favorite folders. If you reach the end, it will drop off the end and there'll be a little X where you can click and then it'll drop down and there'll be more. I recommend you keep these gardening tips is too long. Gardening gets the point across. You know, if you have long names, this bar will fill up faster, obviously. So as you can see, this is a really handy way of organizing yourself. I have over 4,000 bookmarks myself, so if I don't have some sort of organization, I'm not likely to be able to find what I'm looking for when I go back to look for it. So I have my my web surfing from the last several years organized, and it's not a bad idea to keep it pretty clean. You know, when you go through time to time and find things that you're not using anymore and delete. And I will show you a trick or two about that. Remember also, you can go up here to your bookmarks folder, your bookmarks in the toolbar, and go show all bookmarks. This gives you an easy way. You can drag and drop things. You can import and back up. Firefox automatically backs up bookmarks. As you can see here, there's several days bookmarks that it automatically backs up. But you can back them up manually if you're going to be, and it's a JSON file. That will be the subject of another tutorial. And so it's not a bad idea, just in case, to put it on a thumb drive or have it just in case the worst happens. So that is today's tutorial, and feel free to visit at Novato Computer Repair. These tutorials are on this link right here. We have neat downloads. You can always call me. I give 15 free minutes to any new customer. You can start a screen sharing session right here. I hope you find that handy and helpful in learning how to use bookmarks. Have a great day.